The August primary is right around the corner. Register to vote or update your registration at mi.gov/vote. Are you registered to vote? Check online at mi.gov/vote. Tuning in. Thank you for tuning in to Real Talk with Karen Weaver. I'm Karen Weaver, and ladies, we're back together.
Yes, we are.
We're back together.
Yes, we are.
Oh, wow, you got yours already.
I'm sorry.
Carol, Stephanie.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Elizabeth. Yes.
And we're here. And you know what? Yeah, let's do this. Because everybody ought to know why we're celebrating.
That's right. You ought to know.
Celebration time.
We're celebrating because we're having a toast.
We are.
Thank you. We're having a toast to
Madam Vice President.
That's right. She's gonna be Madam President.
Madam
That's right.
Yes.
And we are excited.
Yes, we
Yes.
are.
And
We got our pearls.
That's what I was
on.
gonna say.
Pearls
You
on.
ladies, get your pearls and your chucks and come on.
We got to
Yes.
do this again.
We gotta do this
Yes.
again.
I'm getting
Yeah,
I
ready to
think we're
build
gonna
up
do
my
it.
Chuck.
That's
my
right.
Chuck collection. It's gonna be a
There
rough
you
one.
go.
too.
You're gonna
There
get
you
your
go.
chuck collection.
Yes.
Okay, if anybody knows where we can get started, they need to put it in there and tell
All right,
us.
we're going to
To
get
get the
us some
chucks
stuff.
at,
Yeah, we
Oh,
go to Journeys. You
Yeah,
can
go to
go
I can go to Journeys and
and
get
if you go to
some.
Great
We
Lakes
need an
Crossing, I think they got.
I know, I want an
Yeah.
assortment.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Like you
All-Star
said.
store is
Is
down
this
in
a bus
Great Lakes
trip?
It's definitely a car trip.
It's definitely a
full
car trip.
Okay.
Right.
You rolling with us?
Let's do it all.
All right.
Because it's
I
time.
want platforms. So I can be
They got all
taller.
kinds. The tall ones that come up to here. I can't wait, honey.
I'm
Because
going
I'm
to
getting me a dress with my high top chucks.
You know I got to be extra. I got to get mine bedazzled.
Okay.
And that's all
I got to be extra.
Because we are, we're excited.
Yes.
And I want to talk about this.
I do too.
I
I
am
am so excited. I am
This
so ready
week
to talk
has
about
been,
it.
this from Sunday to
It
today
hasn't
has
even
just been
stopped.
a whirlwind.
It has.
And it's just been amazing. I have really been impressed with how the Democratic Party just got together
Yeah.
and they just said, we're going to do this and we're going to support. And they
When have you seen this happen?
Oh
before?
my
That's what I want to know. When
Monday
have
it
you
was-
seen the party come together
Monday,
like
if you
this?
if your phone kept Monday, my phone was just ding ding ding
Yes,
dinging because
yes.
everybody kept giving their
Sharing
endorsement.
it.
No, the endorsements that were coming in. I mean, they were coming in from everywhere.
And I
Illinois
was on the
stand
Sunday
up.
call.
Alabama stand up.
And I was in the Sunday call.
I was
Yeah,
on
that's
that
Sunday
call.
call.
Wasn't that
That's
something?
Sunday
That was
call.
so exciting.
Oh my God, that was amazing.
Yeah.
And
the
they
most amazing
go
thing
ahead.
I think was the fact that this woman was able to raise $80 to $100 million in
One
a day.
evening. One evening.
Now,
One
okay.
In fact,
that's commitment. That's
right.
commitment.
You sent me that. That
Yeah.
said
Yes.
one. It was a little bit over $1 million,
There you go.
and we did that.
Yes, we did.
And I'm
Yes,
talking about
we did that.
black women. Did
Black
that.
women did that.
And
then look at where
America
Trigger-
did that though.
Yeah, but then look how we're triggering. Because then what? The next day it was the black men had
Yes, it
$20,000.
was. Yes,
$20,000
they
people
sure
on the
did.
call.
The brothers
And
came
then
through.
I don't know
Love
how
it.
many. I saw something. I don't know if they went through with it, but I thought I saw something that was in Latina
Yes.
population was doing
That's
something
right.
too.
They were doing something too.
So
Because at the end of that call, you remember Anna Navarro
Yes,
came on and
yes.
she said, "Don't you leave us,
Don't
us
leave
Latina
us."
sisters
That's
out.
right.
And I
We're
did.
in this too."
Yes.
Yep.
and
we're
Anna
talking
Navarro
about
is
it.
I
one of my
love it.
favorite
Mine
Republicans.
too.
She's my one of my
So-
favorite Republicans. I don't have a few, but she's one
She's
of
one
my
of them.
favorites.
Exactly.
She's a straight shooter. Even
Yeah.
though she's a Republican, she's a straight shooter.
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
So let me ask you this. So what do you all think about, what they've been saying? We were having this conversation a little bit before.
Yes.
As far as what they say, what if they say she's a DEI hire?
Yeah. So diversity and equity and inclusion. I said, how disrespectful can they? It's just the
The language.
language. that they're using is just. I'm like, man, y'all getting a shovel and y'all now y'all just shoveling the hole yourself.
Right. Exactly.
And let us back up for just a
Okay.
second, because I think maybe everybody doesn't know who she is or know about her. So I'd just like to say a few quick facts
Go
about her.
ahead.
Go on ahead, Miss T. That's what you're here for.
Tell us
So
about it.
Kamala Harris is 59 years old, is the 49th Vice President of the United States, the very first female Vice President of the United States of America. She was a U.S. Senator from California from 2017 to 2021. She was the Attorney General for California from 2011 to 2017. Now she is the President of the United States of America almost. Born in Oakland, California, graduated from
there.
Howard in Washington, D.C.
HBCU.
And Kamala Harris, in 2003, she was a district attorney from San Francisco, and then the attorney general for all of California, 2010 and on. And then 2020, Kamala Harris sought the president nomination, but she withdrew before the primaries, and for the reasons we need to think about withdrawing and so many people running for one position.
Okay.
Just wanted to throw that out there.
Just want to draw that
Just
parallel
want to pull us
about
back
what's
to
going
Flint.
on back in Flint
There you
as
go.
well.
Yes.
Mhm.
And Kamala
Yeah,
Harris cast the breaking vote for the American Rescue Plan, which we all know in Flint as ARPA, in 2021. That's an important point to remember.
Yeah.
That we wouldn't be fighting about this if it wasn't for.
Although we didn't get any of the money.
But
Oh, no, you didn't. But
Still
we
didn't
did.
know.
No, she did her part.
She did. There you go.
She did her part.
She did her part.
And she has secured
She
enough
sure
to
did.
date to receive non-binding support for delegates to become the presumptive nominee for the Democratic Party. That is American history, and we're watching it.
We're
So
watching
we're
it.
watching
That's
it.
right.
Thank you for letting me do that. I just
But they keep talking about. So before we came,
And I'm
Donald Trump
clutching
was
my
on.
pearls.
I know, clutch my pearls. Donald Trump was on, and he was calling her dumb and stupid,
wait till the debate.
and talking about how,
Wait till
I don't think
I
he's gonna
can't
debate her.
wait
He
for the
said he
debate.
is, but I don't think
You
he's
think-
gonna debate
you
her.
don't think he's going to debate
he
her?
can't.
He can't, and he's not gonna be. He was all that tantrum throwing and all that stuff he does. She's gonna just look at him, and he's gonna be looking like a toddler, the toddler that he is.
That he
And we know about that.
Mhm.
Oh,
Common gesture to bring her back home.
Well, let me say this.
Okay.
What?
Anytime we, and I'm gonna say who we are,
Okay, well,
women
who
of
are we?
color,
Yeah.
and that means Latino, Black, Indian,
Mhm.
women period have it rough. I'm gonna say that.
Ah.
Women period.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, but being a double minority, okay,
Mhm.
being considered less than,
Right.
period.
Mhm.
Okay, it is always triple hard for us to serve, do the job, just be. So with her stepping up to such a large platform, sticking her neck out there, because we saw how they slaughtered her reputation
oh
when
my
she
God.
just ran for VP. You know, she did things,
Right. They said she
indiscretions.
slept her way
She
up
slept
to
her
the
but
way
this is
top.
my
But
thing.
I gave her a quick bio.
But let me say
Sure
this,
is.
that's true.
Mhm.
But let me say this, because to sleep your way to the top as a woman, you got something every other woman has. So it took more than just that to get to the top. That's what they used to tear us down.
Mhm.
There's no way she could have ever made it to the table to be considered VP if
Right.
she was nothing but a skirt in an
Mhm.
easy lane.
Right.
Let's be clear here. But when we step up for greatness, because they know we can do it,
That's
like
right.
Hidden Figures, Rosa
Right.
Parks, so
Mhm.
many, the list goes on and on.
Mhm.
To my sisters of color, sisters that we don't even know that stand in the gap. We already know we as women of color, and I'm even speaking of Middle Eastern women. You hear about what they go through and
Right.
what they have to put up with
Mhm.
just to exist in their
Mhm.
household, ride in the back seat and all this. But we carry our communities,
Yes, we
our
do.
families, our
And
men.
they saw what we did. Oh, so and you heard the men say, we are not going to let you disrespect
Yeah.
this black
Thank
That's
sister.
God.
Yes.
And so today, I don't know who the reporter was, but Bakari was on there talking.
Okay, I like him.
And he was talking to this Republican guy, and he was saying how she's not qualified, she's not
Oh,
smart, she
whatever.
didn't do border patrol, all that kind of stuff. and he checked him every other second. And he did.
I love
I was
it.
like,
I
go
love it.
on.
I love
I
it.
mean, he checked him.
Because every other man stands up for his woman,
Mhm.
except for ours. We're always abandoning and struggling on our own until we arrive. Then everybody's on our coattails riding. So I applaud our men for stepping up
But
right
and
off
he
go.
did it. I said, look at this.
right off
I
go
mean,
and checking it.
it
I
was
love
so nice.
You know, it is disheartening. I saw a post on Facebook, and I'm sure he probably took it down after I let him have it. I got off of it, and I'm one of those people. Usually, when somebody says something stupid or ignorant or something like that on Facebook, I'm the person that says I choose to scroll because I'm not going to get into an argument back and forth,
Right,
you know, with a random post.
right.
So he was expressed that he was not going to vote for her because she was married to a white man. So I said, well, if that's the case, then do you still watch the NBA? Do you still watch the NFL?
Oh,
Right, right,
Like,
exactly.
Did you abandon
tune in every
those?
Sunday.
Did you abandon them because they're married to white women?
No.
That doesn't happen.
But
I had somebody says I had a black female say I'm not going to vote for her because she was married to a white man. I said, but so you'll vote for a white man,
yeah,
but she can't be married to one.
one. Yeah, you love who you love.
That's right.
You love who you love,
And
God bless her if she finds somebody that made her happy and it's gonna
That's
make
right.
her and keep her together and stand behind her and make her a stronger vice president and president. Let him be purple, pink, green, yellow, whatever. Yeah, he can be what he can be striped, speckled, leopard,
And
whatever
on
he
that
needs
note-
to be.
And on that note, let the jury rest, because that's what I tell you. They ain't find anything to tear us down. And I'm gonna tell you something.
She
We the
has
worst
a
one.
record.
We the worst
We
one. We the worst one. Black women. She thinks she cute. You can't get your household together, your relationship together, your finances together, your life together. But you know what I think? You're a mind reader. You can't get your own mind
That's
together,
right.
but you know what your sister think. Because I'm not walking with my head down.
Right.
And you know, we know, me and you talked about this. The colorism thing. It's ridiculous. We was all slaves, okay, at one time. The light-skinned black folks and the dark-skinned black folks. At the end of the day, we all get the same thing. Mistreated and left and right. Okay. Now, if you allow that type of seed to be planted in your mind, because one thing we know about black women, we bad in whatever shade we come in.
1, 2, 3.
And that's what I wanted to say, because this face is the face of my mother,
That's right.
who is a dark-skinned woman. Y'all done seen my mama.
Mhm.
So it didn't matter if I was gonna be beautiful anyway.
Whatever
Because
color
God
I
made
was,
black
that's right.
women beautiful.
That's right.
And that's just how
And so
it is.
now, and that's what he said. He started talking about how she looked. That's
See what I
he was
mean?
talking
It's
about.
always
I said,
that.
you know what?
I
They need
heard
to stop.
something they were talking about her laugh. I think her laugh is kind of
You know
funny.
what?
It kind of humanizes her to me.
My kids
me.
said they would always know when I was coming to pick them up from what, if it was school. They said, Mom, we hear your laugh.
Yeah. Mhm.
And they just,
How lovely
as,
though.
as they would say,
Yeah.
we knew you.
Not yelling.
Mom's here. They knew I was there
That's
because
my
they could
mother's
tell
laugh.
by my laugh.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
and I think that
And so we
I have
know.
a distinctive laugh,
Yeah.
so I know when
She's gonna be. She's gonna be.
Amazing.
She's
Like
gonna
she
be,
is. That's
right.
why they shaking in their
Because
boots.
I mean,
Yeah.
she was
Yeah.
an attorney general, prosecutor.
That's
Vice
another
president.
thing. I'm like, now how are you gonna say the woman done? She's got a law degree. She was an attorney general. She was a senator.
Yeah.
Well,
She's overqualified.
She's over.
We know that.
Well, because they say because of what she using. How can she lose with what she used? But she using this. Let them tell it. She using the same thing every other woman in this room got. I would have loved to have 4 or 5 law degrees if it was that easy. It's malarkey. It's
That's all I had to do.
Yeah.
It's malarkey. That
Well, we showed them the other night.
Yeah,
Two
she back.
black women came
That's
Well,
together.
Have you noticed they're kind of like they're scrambling around now, and his running mate, the little JD Vance. Did y'all see him with the eyeliner on?
No, but I
Anyway.
heard them talking about Mountain Dew and now.
That joke fell so flat.
It felt real flat.
It felt real flat. It was uncomfortable flat.
I felt bad
Yeah,
for him.
I was like, oh, you should have tested that one out better, babe, because that felt.
Well, he told it at his country club, and they laughed. But
Oh,
this
they
was a
did?
different kind of crowd that he shot it to.
Well,
And it just
Well,
didn't
and
work
Flint
out.
is so anxious for her to come and visit us, for her to get the real story about the water situation,
Mhm.
so that can be overpowered by her presence
and I will
to
give.
make a commitment to change.
And she
Yes.
did. One thing I do admire about her, when she came to Flint, she did commit to doing some things, and she did initiate and carry out that with the cancer cluster study and stuff. So
Okay.
I
It's true.
not taking anything away from the gentleman that's spearheaded it or got it started,
Mhm.
but she did what
You
she
still
said
have
she
to
was going to
have
do.
somebody
Yeah,
carry
you had
it
to have
through.
somebody to carry it through,
Uh-huh.
and she did what she said she was going to do.
And
Okay.
she's had her husband
Yeah,
traveling around and coming here and
Yeah,
searching out information. I think that's what you do.
And he's
Send in the
intelligent.
troops to.
yeah.
There you
And
go.
Smart
see, he's
man.
Well, we
he's
know she's
back.
overqualified.
He's a lawyer to her.
She's got to be overqualified to be where she is. Because
Absolutely.
we always have
Yeah,
to
we
be
have to be twice as
overqualified.
good.
We got
And
triple-
so they don't know. They got us ready.
And he can come to town and walk around, and nobody's going to even know it.
And know
Yeah,
who
no.
he
Think
is.
about that. They're not going to know who he is, so he can actually transport all of that knowledge back to her. You know,
Oh,
it's
I see.
just in our
Mhm,
favor.
mhm.
Yeah.
You know,
But you know what? I remember when she came and we met at the airport,
Yes.
and
and Dr.
the
Deloney
first
was
thing
with
I
you
was
guys.
saying to her
Yes.
was, I said, "You are the excitement." I
Yes.
said, "We are so excited about you."
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, and look at what happened.
Mhm.
And I believe that you can just see the energy of the campaign change as soon as that
It changed
announcement.
completely.
And no slight to Joe.
No,
I was
but
worried.
she got us excited.
I was worried.
She got us
I
excited.
can admit it. I was worried. I was like, Lord have mercy. He's shuffling and shuffling along.
But you know, in my head, you know how you have your chat sit with yourself in your head. When they were like, he's got to pull back, he's got to step down.
Well-
I think of him in my head.
Mhm.
I'm saying he's negotiating, saying, "You want me to step back?
Here's-
I want Kalana.
That's
Come
that's
on.
that's
You want me to
exactly
step
right.
back? I want her to have
This
all
is
my
how
money.
it's gonna
You
go.
want me to step
And
back?
she got all, and then she got her own money.
There you
Now.
go. Oh,
But you know what's
didn't
funny
she?
to me is how Donald Trump, now he and Joe Biden are about the same age, right?
They
So
are.
that's what
It's
kills
same
me.
age as me.
2 years between.
Same age as me.
But he said all of those terrible, nasty things.
Yeah, but now he's an
And
old
now
man.
look.
Now he's an old
Now
man.
you got this.
Now what you
How
gonna
old
do?
did you say she is?
59.
59. She's.
Okay,
I think they said
Donald
she's
Trump.
19
My
years
children are older
younger.
than that.
They
And
said
listen,
she's 19
she in
years.
her prime. She
And
ready
she,
to
and
go
she is
too.
ready.
Oh,
She
ready
is
to go.
ready.
Right.
What they say she's coming because she had her
Mhm.
receipts and everything.
That's right.
And she's
Yes.
ready.
Yeah.
But y'all know what was the best?
What?
But from okay, I gotta go. And my VP came to Detroit, and I got a group picture because I asked her to take a picture, and then everybody standing around me dived in the picture. Okay, but it was so electrifying in the room, and I remember posting on my Facebook page, my VP looked like me. And I never dreamed of the day when she could be my president, even though she
Right.
was one step away from.
Because I really didn't think they were going to embrace her.
I didn't.
I
even-
didn't eat. I was concerned.
I was
but
concerned.
like I said, Monday I sat and when I'm working, I usually had a TV
Mhm.
just on,
Mhm.
and they were rolling in. They were rolling in,
That-
and
right.
the endorsements was just
They were
rolling
just-
in, just rolling
And
in.
that night of the calls, all the black women that immediately, that same
Mhm.
day that it was announced, got on the phone across the United States of
Yeah.
Yeah,
America.
and that was just
And what was it,
grassroots text message.
44,000?
That was grassroots text messages and word of
Word
mouth.
of
And
mouth.
so when we come
Organizing
together,
streets.
you
Yeah.
see what we can accomplish,
Yeah.
and that's what we need to be doing.
Yes.
You know,
Because we could run this country in a proper fashion if we were
in a
given
proper fashion.
if we were given our fair shake.
That's right.
You know what else is beautiful?
What?
Because I've been watching my Facebook. They got that. They got that posting of Michelle doing this at her. Like you the one, and she's like, "Oh, thank you so much." And the caption says, "This is how we should always be towards our sisters or something.
Oh, say that.
And it is, I mean, cause she like get it, girl. You done did that, and she like, oh, thank you, like thank you, Jesus. It was just beautiful, and if we could unify like that,
And
we have to be a little more discerning about how we do things. They have been using the divide and conquer method
for so many
beat
years.
us and to separate us forever.
Yeah.
Since slavery.
Oh, it was. I'm gonna say this,
And they don't have to do it anymore, Steph.
because they send
Because
us
we
to do one
Yeah,
Right,
they
we
send
do
it
it
to
to
send us
each
to do
other.
it to each other.
and slay each
And
other.
so that's why they didn't expect what happened Sunday night.
Ooh, she snatched the rug from under.
Landon told us to stop.
No, that's a joke. I said I got some comments.
She snatched the rug from
We
under.
sorry, y'all. We forgot about y'all. We're going to toss them there, Land, to read the comments.
The Bata 100 said, thank you, Mayor Weaver, for continuing to stand with our community. Vice President Kamala Harris, please share and subscribe. Miss Mercedes Kinney said, good evening, ladies.
Good evening, Mercedes.
We have Eleanor Grover Wicker. She said, hello, Lady Brick. Kathleen King says, say it, Carol. Miss
Thank you for your
That's
support.
why we need her. That's why we need her on city council, because she will say it.
there you go.
By the
let's
way,
see.
shameless plug. First ward
City council.
city council person candidate Carol McIntosh.
Carol
Two
McIntosh.
t-shirts, two
That's
t-shirts,
me,
two
real
t-shirts.
nice.
Bookends.
We got our bookends and we all got our pearls. Oh, okay, Landon.
Okay.
Oh, no, you good.
I have one more t-shirt to show.
You got
Gonna
one
let you
more?
take an intermission.
Miss Helen Williams said, you right about that. John O. Snow II said, okay then, ladies. And last but not least, Miss Helen Williams sent 20 stars.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Yay.
But I mean, this is so exciting.
It is. I can't
because
stop
I couldn't
talking about
believe it when they said he was stepping
I
down.
started
I know.
crying. I'm gonna
And
be honest.
But
then,
in my head, what did he do? He negotiated all that money.
and that's what he was doing.
I think so.
love
I think when I heard that he was stepping down, like I said, I was
The first
worried.
thing I
I was
said
worried
was,
before,
what?
and then when he said
Yes.
he was stepping down, and
Yeah.
I'm thinking, well, we've never. Look, I'm
What?
Because
I know.
Clutch your pearls.
Clutch your pearls.
What are we gonna do?
What are we gonna do?
Yeah.
Clutch your pearls.
What's gonna happen?
And then he said, when he said what was gonna happen.
And then they got behind her.
Yeah.
And then when they announced that, and then immediately, so then I was like, okay, well that's that, because I was hoping that if something like that happened, that they wouldn't just discount her, because
Right. They do it so often.
like they do so often. And then Monday morning, so I used to watch CNN, but I got kind of mad at them.
Mm-hmm.
So I watch MSNBC. I watch.
Okay.
I used to watch the Black News Channel. Remember when Black News Channel
Yeah.
was out during COVID?
Yeah.
I used to watch
that
it,
too.
but I have.
I kind of been watching it because CNN did kind of, well, anyway, that's a whole nother other show. But so I've been watching
count
MSNBC.
on that media. That's why we're having these
Right.
events.
We can't
Yeah.
count
We
on a
can't
lot
count
of
on
media,
that media.
and
But
that's
to-
the problem.
The
Okay.
But
first
I'm
thing
sorry.
that I saw that morning was Amy Klobuchar
mm-hmm,
on MSNBC with Morning Joe and Mika.
mm-hmm.
And she was endorsing Kamala.
Uh-huh.
And then from there, it went like it was snowballing. I seen old Reverend Al up there. He
Right.
I said, all right,
That's
Reverend Al, you get behind me too, okay?
That's
And then it was, I mean,
It was like a
it
snowball
was a
effect.
snowball.
It
It was a
was.
snowball.
And Roland Martin got on that night and got all the black men together.
Yeah, he sure
and I
did.
I sneaked and listened.
That's okay.
That's okay. Look, I'm sure some folks need to listen on that call. That's
Oh,
that
sure
call.
enough.
There
Sure
we go.
enough.
You know, I'm
So-
sure some did.
So this is what I think we have to do as a community though,
Mhm.
because they don't like to bring up the competition's record. They act like January 6th
Didn't happen.
They act like he didn't get caught.
Well, they act like it was okay. What happened? They're good with what
Well,
happened.
he sent a mob to hang the vice president
Right.
for not giving him the presidential election that he
Exactly.
didn't earn.
And he couldn't earn.
Yeah, so let's be clear what really took place here.
That's right.
And so felonies were committed, and he's committed to getting these people off, and everybody that was his friend prior on the first go round is in jail on their way to jail and
Ooh.
lost their law
I
license.
can't wait till she debates him.
He's-
I can't
she
wait
gonna
till-
chew
she
him
gonna
up
chew him
and
up and spit him out.
Clean across the country.
That's
He won't
right.
survive it. He
And
won't
let me
survive
tell you, you know what's the good thing about it when
it.
she
He'll
chew
be
him up?
clutching his
What?
pearl.
That she's
You're gonna be
she's
holding on to that.
what is the
toupee.
best part about after she finished devouring him in the debate, she's the product of two immigrants
Yeah.
from them S-hole countries that
That
he talked
he
about that spends their hand him his you know what.
There you go.
Mhm.
I can't
You
wait.
mean his
You
toupee?
going what?
His
From
toupee.
From the
toupee.
rooter to the tutor, the
There you
toupee
go.
too.
There
She
you go.
ain't just gonna clip his ear. She gonna hit him for I can't. And it's gonna be so finely
And we'll
orchestrated.
see.
That's what
I
I'm
mean, because
excited
that's
about.
how this has been so finely orchestrated,
Yeah.
and you know they're mad
Yes.
because her name was on the money.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And he's hot.
Yeah.
I got some
Hot about
slogans and
that.
some t-shirts to put out
You
on
got
behalf
some?
of her. But let's start with
I'm
this.
ready.
Let's start with this.
Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. President. I'm speaking. Remember when she was interrupted? Excuse me, I'm speaking. I'm gonna put that. I'm getting a shirt that says, "Excuse me, I'm speaking."
No,
Okay.
you know what I did see? It was a meme, but somebody really needs to put that on a shirt. My black job is to vote for her.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
I seen a
And
lot of
that's,
that.
and that's our black
That's
job.
your black
Is
job.
to get her
Is to
in
make sure
office.
you vote for
Get
your
her in
sister.
office. That's right.
We can send Mr. Hendricks those I was on the call and those
Mhm.
other things that
Right.
to
Mhm.
put on
Because
later on.
I answered the call. Or I
answered
the call.
answered the call.
That's
or
right.
something. Yeah,
That's
we can
right.
do that.
I'm so excited.
I
You know-
am too.
and you know what?
Public radio better stand up, or public whatever, they don't say radio anymore. They better stand up. I want to hear her name on the hour every hour.
So
Well,
what are they doing? Not talking
I
about
don't hear it. I
Let's
don't
be
hear
clear.
it.
Let's be clear.
Okay.
Let's be
Well,
clear.
okay.
And I hate to
it?
be.
Say it clearly.
I hate to be.
No, you don't.
They call this person what they call her
Liberal
Debbie
right?
Downer. I hate to be the Debbie Downer of the conversation,
What
but
is-
I'm gonna stay on the grind. Okay.
Okay.
You know goodness well, mainstream media,
Oh, NPR.
them Trumpsters.
Yeah, but that's
Because I'm telling
yeah, but NPR.
you, don't get me started on. Because I'm
These are
mad.
the liberal whites I'm talking about.
Well, so-
NPR is.
Yeah, I'm about to
Well,
say NPR do the Tiny Desk series.
Yeah,
Well,
I know.
Yeah.
So NPR is supposed to be,
We're gonna be testing that.
but this is the
Let's
That's
see.
gonna be tested.
the Doug type faction.
Oh, that's yeah. Say that again. The
Interesting.
Doug faction.
That they
You all know
they're
what
not
we're talking
racist,
about.
but
Yes,
they're
you do.
racist.
Right.
Yes, you do.
Right.
They're not racist, but they have you know.
Let me tell
I
you
got some
something.
black friends.
Okay, stop.
I got some black friend racists. That's what I call.
But you know, let's do a couple tests on what
What?
is a white liberal. Has a black person been to your house for dinner? Yes or no?
Yeah, okay.
You know, do you copy yourself on Facebook, rapping with your children and using the N word?
That's not liberal.
But that happens.
I understand. I know what you're saying.
So there's got to be some more, you know. And are you believing what a person says to you just because they're black or because they're really interested in the community? That question is happening right now in our 7th ward.
Well,
It's
that
time for me
question
to take
needs to
off
be
my
happening.
And
Yeah, it needs
Yeah.
to be happening.
I'm taking off my
because
t-shirt.
we see
I
we
need
got a lot of
music.
what is it? A lot of the skin folk ain't our kin
Go,
folk.
Miss
Yeah.
Taylor.
Because
Go.
this is
Go,
Well, you
Miss
know,
Taylor,
let me
go.
say this. We could have never, and I said this before, we could have never been slaves without our brothers, some of our brothers and sisters
turning on us.
backdooring us, okay?
And
before
that's
the,
still
and before the
happening.
trip was over,
Sojourner
Massa
helpers.
said, you
Right.
get on here too. You can't stay
Yeah.
by yourself. You get on here too.
Well, but
So-
what did some of them say? What did she say? I would have freed more,
But
but
they wouldn't. There you go.
they wanted to stay. And we have a lot of people with that mentality.
Are you registered to vote? Check online at mi.gov/vote.
Yeah. Okay, so she's
Okay.
now
Yeah.
she's got her
She just
jammer.
changed.
Arbor
I mean,
shirt on.
Arbor.
Go for
That-
jammer,
you are
Arbor
not-
7
You are not
Ward.
subtle at all.
Girl, and she still kept her pearls
And she
on.
kept because we are gonna be wearing pearls.
We're gonna wear pearls.
With our
This is
t-shirts.
this is part of our uniform now, ladies.
Yeah.
And
And
Chuck.
Chuck,
okay, so I gotta get the whole uniform.
yeah, we're little
We're
blue
piecing
leg
it
right now,
together.
but
We're getting ready.
I
Yeah,
get-
We're getting ready.
I got a little slogan that I'm gonna
Okay.
make some. I ain't gonna share it with y'all now, but I'm
Oh,
gonna make
okay.
sure. I'm gonna get y'all a shirt.
Okay. Okay.
It's cold too. Y'all gonna like it.
I
Okay.
can't
But I'm so slow. Somebody else will steal my slogan and get
So
rich,
that's right.
and I
So
still be in the
don't
bed
let-
rolling over thinking
So-
about it.
I like big body, bad butt.
No.
big body, bad bill.
No. Bleach blonde,
Oh, bleach
bad
blonde.
bill, butch body.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
hit the
yeah.
bees on it.
Bees on her. So you okay, ladies?
I have a
we got
different question. Go
okay.
ahead.
No, I was
Okay.
gonna say go.
I was gonna ask because you're running right now.
I am.
So I know how I feel, but didn't this just give you energy finding? I mean, when you saw that Kamala Harris,
Yes. Because we
I mean,
about
it
the
just-
same
it just-
thing. Accountability.
it just
She about, because you heard what she said she gonna do when she get in there. Somebody gonna pay the piper for all this illegal mess they've been doing, all this
I wish
illegalities.
come to Clinton makes
Girl, she gonna
Right. So, let me
she
tell
gonna
you
leave.
something.
Girl, she
She
gonna
gonna have to
leave.
run
She gonna have
7 terms to clean this mess up.
and you know you're fine. Keep it right here. And the FBI gonna have to they gonna be like, you know what, we're gonna have to open back up
We
that.
might even
We're gonna have to open that office back up.
That's right.
to go above it.
Yeah, it's gonna take sweet Jesus to come down here to get these cheaters and
Sweet
liars
baby
and
Jesus.
Sweet
thieves.
baby.
Sweet
That's right.
baby.
Sweet baby. Come down. But doesn't it make you feel good? I mean, you're running
It
at a
does,
time
it does,
at the
it
same
does.
time.
My
You know what?
name-
I think it was like the jumper cables got put on.
Yeah,
that's how it is.
Yeah.
I thought it was like, everybody says, how you go to the drip bars and get those
Electrifying
those
oxygen.
infusions.
Yeah.
I said, this is what we
Yeah,
just got
exactly.
infused in the party again.
And for all the some of the silliness from some of our brothers, I have noticed that at least from the black men that I have around me that are of a certain age that you have, but that old, the kind of older group of black men, they're excited.
That's what I've noticed. I mean, people are excited from young, old, and everything.
Yeah,
and everybody's
they're
excited. It's not
And
just
it's history
women.
right now.
And not only is it history, we were saying the other day, she's qualified.
Oh,
More than qualified.
More than
overqualified.
Compared to him,
Overqualified.
I know she'll at least read some of the documents. He wouldn't even read no documents.
But he wanted to take them all and
He
put them
wanted
in
to
the
take 'em
garage.
all.
And sell them off when he need a little extra cash. I got some United States top classified secrets I can sell you.
Yeah, I got some documents that I can use.
And you get a set,
Yes.
and you get a
Wanna
set
like
of classified documents when you buy a pair of my gold tennis shoes. Remember the gold tennis shoes?
Yes, I
Oh,
do remember.
Come in
That
a
he
little
was
bit.
selling.
I remember that.
Yeah, you get a set of
No,
classified
and
documents.
those gym shoes looked a mess.
Man, they looked a
hot
mess.
mess.
That looked
He
a
is a
mess.
hot mess.
And they were red at the bottom. I said, now,
2K.
if you bought those, you're a clown. Then
It's a lot of
Me and
money.
Mike,
You're a clown.
you're a clown. Then I was laughing. I said, you do know that probably, like, if he doesn't win this election, you do know,
Oh.
like,
Oh no, he's not winning.
well, okay, we're gonna say that when he doesn't win the election, you do know those are gonna be somewhere at Ollie's or something.
Well, the
like
thing, just like his junk bonds that
clearance
he
bin,
sold.
a clearance bin or clearance bin
Just
or
like his
something.
junk bonds he
Oh, you
sold.
know
That's
what?
not-
I forgot to say, Our Lady over in the corner
Our
has
lady
her
over in the
pearls
corner got her pearls.
Whoa.
We're gonna get her some
She
chucks
is-
too.
on. She don't have no legs.
No, it's okay. We're
We're
gonna
gonna
just
put
sit
'em-
them right there
we're
in
gonna
front
sit
of
'em
her.
right
We're
on
gonna
her
baby
and
sit
put
them
her-
right there.
You're going to show them Our Lady has her pearls too.
Wow, how elegant. How absolutely
Just
elegant.
I mean,
Just pearls
we just,
and
Just
girls
pearls.
all over
oh,
the world.
pearls and girls.
All
That's,
over the
that's
world.
right.
Till November.
And she said, and I bet you all know
Thank
the
you.
Divine 999.
Oh
I
yeah.
bet you they know
I
about
already knew.
the service. They know about all the
Well, because everybody
sororities,
was on that call. You had the service organization,
the service
and the
organizations.
Divine Nine.
You sure did.
Everybody.
I mean,
Just the regular
and
people.
elected officials coming in. Everybody.
Yes.
was
You
there.
had
Everybody
Yeah.
signing up for good old common sense and class and democracy. But
And
let's
donate.
talk. Let's
And
talk
what?
about. But this
And
is what I
donate.
want to shed light on too, because we're going to talk about how many different facets of our American democracy that she's covering for, and what has been spoken against under her co-front runner or opposition or whatever he is. So he's attacked. We already know he's not for us.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Then he's went against reproductive rights.
She's gonna,
He's against
she gonna get him.
surrogates.
Mhm.
So you're against surrogates that knocks
Anything.
same-sex families from going through that
That's
process.
right.
Against
So now you done made them mad.
Social
You done made them
Security.
black. He wants Social Security and Medicare. So
Mhm.
now you messing with
Well, I mean,
people
no,
on fixed income.
Education
He
system
want.
is
He
now-
already been done. We
So,
put Betsy
I mean,
DeVos
this
on
is-
it. On the last time Betsy
Over
DeVos was over education, and all her
Right.
kids went to private school, and they was trying to dismantle the public schools. So he against education,
Mhm.
which is probably one of the other reasons, on top of the fact that she graduated from an HBCU, that the
There you
HBCUs
go.
would be supporting her, because HBCUs, for
Oh,
those
they-
of you who don't know, historically black colleges and universities,
Right.
and the reason they were founded even by some white people is because they didn't want us
That's
at
right.
one point in time at their schools. So they started us some schools of our own, and they turned out to be great. And I'm gonna tell you something. When I went to Jackson State, I was so sheltered. I had never lived with no roaches. I had never went hungry. I had because my parents
But you
provided.
do when you
But
go.
when I got on there, baby, Jackson
Look,
you was
State made a
solid.
woman out of me.
And I was over
Right.
at Tougaloo down there, and I
Yes.
said, I mean,
No
I
airs out
I
there.
went
Yes,
to the
with
big,
queens.
this
Roaches
big-
that fly,
they
not
will
just
fly
big
at you.
roaches that can fly.
But you know what? I wouldn't trade that
So
experience.
best
Okay.
experience,
Okay.
let me tell you something. I
I
had
had to
$20.
leave my clothes outside when
Yeah.
I came home
Yeah.
in the winter.
2 or 3
I-
times. Yes. I had a Captain D's I have a Captain D's coupon and $10. It was a $1.99 coupon for a 2-piece fish and chips and a breadstick.
But you know
Make
what?
it work.
We
So
do-
I know I
we
got
do
5
the relevance
days.
of HBCUs, but she really brought it.
They schooled
Right.
us, yes.
She put a whole new light
Absolutely.
on sororities and
Absolutely.
fraternities
Yes.
and the
Yes.
service
Yes.
organizations.
Yes.
I mean, she
Yeah.
showed what we can
Yeah.
do
What we
when
do.
we
What we
come
do.
together.
What we
when we
do,
come together.
and what we do all the time, but now the country is doing it, and they're watching us.
They're watching.
They're
They
watching
were
us.
reporting that on CNN that night. They kept giving updates about how many
That's what
women
I
were
want.
on the
And that
They
morning,
were-
that
so
next
they were
morning,
on
they
our
were
call.
in awe.
They were on our call.
Yeah, because they were in awe.
Oh,
They
that's why I
always,
listened
they don't
the
let
next
us have a
night.
conversation.
Well, and then you just they do have. Wait a minute. Now I'm gonna say, although I'm having my issues with CNN right now,
Uh-huh.
they do have a few black correspondents.
Right.
That like they have. What's her name?
Abby.
I love Abby.
too.
Abby
I do
Phillips. I
too.
love
Yes.
Abby. And then
And my other girl, that's
about
the,
Laura?
that's
I
the-
like
yeah,
Laura.
that's
too.
what I was gonna say.
and then what was the other one that I used to like? White. What's her? She's
The
usually
lady
on
with the
weekend.
blunt haircut. I forget her name.
Oh yeah, I
She,
know.
she had that
Yeah,
bad haircut.
they
I
have a
liked her.
couple of them on there. I just for right now, it just seems to me that they screwed their platform up when they let go of like Don Lemon and Chris Como. and all
Oh
of
man,
them.
I
To
love
me,
Chris Cuomo.
I enjoyed it then. So now I look at it and I'm like, the only person that I like Will Blitzer. I think
I
I
like
love
Will
Will
Blitzer.
Blitzer, but
Well, I'm proud to say
Lord.
I don't participate in cable.
You don't.
I don't.
I'm finna
She said,
quit
and
him.
I'm proud
I'm
to
very
say.
proud.
I'm
to say
finna
that.
quit him. I'm finna get.
I have cable because of my mother that's about your age.
I'm not paying them.
$300
Yeah.
a month. I'm finna give
Yeah.
it.
So these personalities I no longer know. But I am very fluid at watching and finding programs like what we're experiencing today. Hearing our voices from the grassroots
Yeah.
people,
Yes.
knowing who we are. In Flint, who do you want to talk to? I want to talk to that group of people
Yeah.
because we put ourselves out there.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we should be honoring ourselves for participating in and creating, in spite of the 3-letter, 4-letter TV, pay all the money to see us. We can get it on the phone and don't have to pay.
Well,
But we should scrutinize our
Yes.
money for the
Oh.
next year
Landon
and donate.
Yes,
Donate,
Landon.
donate.
Got some more questions, Landon?
No, I just wanted to say real quick, council person Tanya Burns in the live says, "Good evening, ladies. I'm loving this conversation." Miss Helen Williams said,
I was about to say,
I mean-
Tanya, we surprised you ain't come pull up on us.
Um,
You see us having a toast.
I'm gonna
him
put
an
this
extra
together.
t-shirt?
Yamachi, he is
And we'll
also
find you
a
some-
member
we'll
of the
find you
Divine
glasses for
Nine.
you.
Okay, yeah. All
Like I
right.
said, we'll
All
take
right,
off. We'll
Divine
give you
Nine,
some pearls too.
Check in, Divine Nine.
Check in, Divine
Come
Nine.
on.
Check in.
That's right.
Check
That's
in,
right.
HBCU.
That's right.
That's
Sisters.
right.
TS, TS,
That's
TS, TSU. That's Tennessee State.
Well, we all know.
In case we didn't know.
But JSU rocked the house.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
anyway,
Now, I'm going to give
we're
kudos
gonna
to
go to
Jackson State.
Tougaloo. I'm going
You
to
know
Tougaloo.
No, that's okay.
Tougaloo.
That's right.
I'll show Tougaloo some
I
love.
wish
But
I
you know what it
could
was
have
like?
done.
So,
I
and my
went to
family is Clark
Clark.
and Spellman.
Okay, that's good. I like Clark and Spellman.
You know,
I have a cousin.
really,
I have a
we
cousin
like
that
all the
Clark
HBCUs.
that plays
Yeah, we
football.
like all the
really
HBCUs.
do. We like them
Because
all.
they vote.
We do.
They understand political science.
And you, I see you have your I
got my
voted
sticker. I'm
sticker
sure I
on.
already have.
But let me
I
say
got
this
mine
too about the HBCUs and my HBCU sisters outside of Stephanie, Dee Dee Armstrong, Wanda K. Wood, Erica Hall. We all were from Flint. Then I have a whole bunch of other HBCU sisters, Jackson State
Mhm.
University sisters, all in Atlanta and everywhere. And that's who keeps me up on. They
Because you do stay in touch.
yeah, and they make
You
me
do stay in
text and
touch.
they make
Yeah.
me do stuff.
Mhm.
And even
Yeah.
when I don't want to talk and they know I'm in a funky mood, they'll text me, well, we know you said you was going through whatever, but we were just checking on you. Are you okay? You know, so
And if you, I hope you don't
It's a
answer
family.
like you answered me today.
some days,
Yeah.
some days I do.
That's like,
But the
girl, who
beauty
you
of
think you
yes.
fooling?
We gonna talk about
But
that.
the beauty of
We're not
it is, but the beauty of it is, they love me like I
Like
am,
I
and I don't
Like
have to
you
be
are.
somebody else.
That, right.
They got my back and my front.
and,
And we,
and what do they
And
do?
we
And they
do
will
too.
straighten up your
yes,
crown.
and get me
do.
straight, and get me
Right.
straight. I love my
We do too.
sisters.
And that's
Yes,
and that's what
yes,
we
yes,
need
yes,
to be
yes.
about.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys, so it's 6:45, so we got like
It's
6,
6:45.
or is it
Ooh,
6:50?
time flies when you
7:51,
talking
actually. I
good.
think
It's
mine
not.
was
No,
7:51.
it's 7. So that's why I said
7,
7.
sorry,
7:51.
7:51. Just actually, just quickly, I wanted to just note that I watched the council this past week. We just bringing tiny and local.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hot mess as usual. It's a hot mess. I think it's important to emphasize we have 2 young ladies that are running for office.
We do.
Jan Marie Arbor.
Yes.
If we got to get her in on that 7th
Yes,
board.
we do.
We got to get her
Got
in.
it. Please.
That
please
this is
vote.
is immediate. This right here
Right. Hers
is an
is
immediate.
August.
This August.
6.
If we get her in August, that's affecting change immediately.
Immediate change.
Yeah.
And we need some immediate
That's
change.
immediate change.
Somebody
That's
was for
Carol, if we get Carol in this
Yes.
first ward to replace that man that shall remain nameless, we're not gonna even mention him.
ABC.
Because he don't, yeah, I don't,
Yeah.
he,
Well, you know.
Well, we won't knock them, but we need a stronger
we
voice
need somebody
in the
that's
first
gonna
ward.
speak up, and again, we have to get rid of these people that have self-serving interests.
And you know what I appreciate is somebody
Thank
that
you
will
for
show up
saying
and
that.
talk to you.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yes.
show up and talk to
And
the
talk,
community.
yes, right.
If you
Yeah.
want my
not
vote,
not try to
You
throw
come
me
and
out
talk to
because
me.
I express my opinion
Or
because,
ask a question.
or ask a question
Or say good.
Or
Yeah.
hold
Or
up
hold
a
up a-
sign.
or hold up a sign.
Yeah.
And also, go ahead.
We need to get you in that first ward seat.
Yes.
We need to get the 3rd ward seat. We need replaced because
Yes.
he needs to go.
Been recalled.
We've got some good. I can't speak on that race because I'm not in the ward and I'm not. Although I'm not in those 2
But I
wards,
live
but
in Flint.
that's an immediate change, and
Right.
this is my friend, so I'm gonna support her.
But I'll do the job, and
But
she
you
knows.
did, and I know
Yeah.
she'll do the job, and she knows the one thing about that HBCU crew, and that also and your friend crew. Carol
They'll
knows
let me
if she's
know.
not doing what she's
They'll call
supposed to
me
do,
up, baby.
we
Something
gonna
will be
call her
said.
up and get on her.
Something will be
Yes.
said.
She,
And
and
I
the
don't
smoke,
think we'll
and we
have
can
to
give
do that.
her a different smoke than y'all can
Oh,
give her.
man, they relentless, honey.
But
But
I
also,
don't even think we'll have to do that. with
no,
Carol.
No,
'cause
we
I'm gonna
won't.
do what
No,
I'm
I
supposed
don't
to
think
do.
she, I don't think
Yes.
she
But
does.
let me say this also
She
too.
does.
Last night, Channel 12 ran an article or news, whatever, talking about the money that was awarded from the Board of Education. I was dropped from that lawsuit,
But the record,
but the record didn't state that. Sharice Lee Williams, which was my attorney, won that case in the Michigan State of Appeals, and she won it for me and got me taken off. Now, the board decided to fire her and not use her. So that's why they had to pay out, and they settled the case they shouldn't have settled, but that's something different. But I was dropped off that case. So why they spent it like that? Probably because I'm in the middle of an election and they wanted to put a little nasty on my name.
Yeah.
But I'm here to let you know for the record, I was dismissed from that lawsuit. Thus, the money she collected was not collected due to anything I did wrong or negligent.
There you go.
So I just want that to be known because I'm
It
tired
is stressful.
of being
Because
being
people-
unjustly drugged and lied
I was gonna say,
on,
'cause people will lie on you.
and defamation of character and slandered and drugged, and I'm at the house minding my business eating popcorn.
And that's why we have podcasts to get the records.
Get
Yeah.
your records
You gotta
straight.
get the
Thank you,
records
Mayor
straight.
Weaver.
That
for
was one of the
doing
things.
that.
Were you at that when we were at Mott Park for that forum?
Oh my God.
And they said, "What would you do differently?"
I said, I'm not gonna let people lie on me.
Yeah.
And that's what he's doing right here.
I mean,
And-
12 News is darn near like Fox Flint.
Yeah.
No, Fox.
Yeah, remember Fox Alternative
Actually,
Facts?
Fox Flint is not as bad as
Is it
Channel
Fox
12.
Flint? Well, you know,
66.
not Fox. What? Yeah, that's Fox. Is that
Yeah,
Fox
they
News? That
actually
was-
they actually tell
Well,
more
that's
the
the
truth.
one here.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Well,
talking
not
about
the
the
one-
national.
Right, the one
Not
here.
the
They
national.
right.
No, I'm
with
talking
Mike
about that.
Woolfolk.
Yeah,
And
they-
I'm
yeah,
talking
they
about
do.
the big one where they let Trump tell them 7,000 lies. and didn't
No,
do
that's
a fact check.
yeah, they up there with them. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. And because she was fired, she wasn't fired. She quit her job. Okay,
Well, you know what? You don't have
girl,
media that
they
really
used to investigate, didn't they? They don't even
they
check
don't
no more.
investigate.
You say
And
what?
so-
Look, you say now, Rosita. What you say? Claire said. Mitchell said the other day over at your great aunt's house. She said what? Okay, I'm gonna put it on the news tonight.
And if you send in the right information,
They're gonna still twist it. the way
they're
they
gonna
want
either
to.
if they print it, like I said, it'll be the last sentence,
At the
or
bottom.
they might tell you, my editor said we're not covering that anymore.
Ooh, we lied on you and we gonna
But
roll
one
on.
more,
That's right.
they won't say it on
But
TV.
Mayor Weaver, when you were running for the second time, and you were, and that person that we have as mayor now decided not to go to the debate. Instead of letting you have that time because he didn't feel the
Right.
need to do it, they just canceled the whole thing.
And Mayor Weaver did say, "What about my time?
Right.
I deserve my time."
So I-
So what would have happened if I had canceled?
Oh, she canceled,
A
and how can
volcano.
we? And how can we expect her to show up for
How
the
can we
city
trust
when
her? How can we?
we
expect
can't
her to
ask
show
her
up for
any
the city?
questions? And, yeah,
That's why I appreciate you coming to the forums. I appreciate those candidates. You know, whether you're supporting them or not, I appreciate them.
I
You
agree.
came.
I
We
agree.
got some that won't even come.
And
We
Snow
haven't
has
seen-
forums on his
and
show.
getting paid.
And
Some of them vote for themselves, sitting on the ARPA committee and got over
so
half
I
a
get
million.
paid twice.
Got
And then getting checks on top
got
of
over
that.
$500,000 on the city check registry
Yeah.
with $30,000 in their
Possibly
name
40,
personally.
possibly 40.
Possibly, cha-ching.
Yeah.
Let's just be clear.
Do we have a cash register?
Between
Yeah,
the
okay.
school district and
Next,
the city.
We want some sounds. We need some
All I
sounds.
do is just gonna take y'all off the screen for it.
Okay, well, we need to figure that
Oh,
out.
We just have to hit
we
it
needed
for it.
like a slot machine when it went. Ting-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. You know how they be whistling and ting-a-ling-a-ling. That's what they be doing to the city of Flint. Got
Here you go.
Staffing it up. Staffing it up.
That's what they do. I'm saying every night they get that. Those fine.
Oh man.
Let me read y'all these last few
Okay.
comments.
Thank you.
I'm gonna start right here. It said, I'm HBCU2. This is from Chris Williams. B. Marie says, agree, Stephanie. Again, Chris Williams says, self-serving interests will not get us anywhere.
Right.
Miss
That's
Eleanor
why I
Wicker
don't
said
shake
they
it.
definitely need to recall Ladella.
Ladella.
Hey, look, I can't see. Oh, well, it does say
That's all right.
Ladella.
That was funny what you said.
Ladella.
Hey, look, I'm just reading what's in there. I ain't,
The truth don't
and
tell
yes,
them.
Carol McIntosh was dismissed from the Anita Stewart lawsuit after 4.5 days of trial.
That's right.
And
After I
then-
presented my evidence that I hadn't did nothing wrong.
But they
They
don't
said,
tell
"Oh,
that part.
we better let her go because her lawyer took it to the Michigan State Court of Appeal and won last time."
There you go.
Translation: If you try
Clutch your
this out,
pearls.
if you try this
Clutch your
outside,
pearls.
if you try this outside of our court here in Flint, you may lose, ma'am. So you better take this good old boy play and get paid today.
Oh, excuse me. It was Charis Lee Williams. Excuse me. Sorry. Sharice.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Sharice. Okay. Yeah, I'm reading.
That's
that.
my
I'm sorry.
attorney. That's right. I was dismissed.
Hey, Cherie.
There we go.
Hey, it works.
They had to, that's right. And got case study law on the case in Michigan State
Yeah.
Supreme Court.
As they said,
Sorry
Sharice,
about that,
and
Miss
you
Sharice.
took care of that and did.
And did.
That's right.
And Miss Deborah Fordham
Works.
says time flies when you're having when the conversation is good.
That's
You're right, Deborah.
So yes, Miss Sharice Lee Williams, and I'll go back up to her comment to lead.
That's right. They don't want to tell the whole story. Tell the whole story.
Well,
When
the,
it came down to it, she ain't have nothing on me.
they
I
don't
did my
want to tell the
job.
whole story.
And I was the
Tell their
president. She didn't
story.
come in contact with nobody else. So how are they liable for something when they never, other than a public meeting?
Here you go.
And that's why your school district is broke. But you know that ain't my fight no more. They got their slave.
We got,
That's
the
right.
fight we
Because
got
we're
right
working
now is we
Yeah, because
getting
you.
you.
That's
We're
right.
working
City
on
council.
Word.
It's our time.
And they don't want me in there because I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell if they stealing. I don't care.
Here
I
you
gotta
go.
get in the heaven.
Here we go.
And I'm not planning on going to
Talk
jail
about it.
before I go to heaven.
And
Talk
you,
about it.
and you don't have a 501c3.
And I don't have a nonprofit.
You don't have a
But one thing about it, if them
501c3.
ARPA funds came in and I was on the city council, you get a new roof and you get some new windows and you get your basement waterproof and you get your driveway and sidewalk.
There
fixed.
you go.
That's right.
There you go.
I don't need
Okay.
that for my nonprofit.
Here you go. Clutch the pearl.
Clutch your pearls.
I never.
We're going to clutch on out of here, y'all.
Everybody.
Let's go and let's get ready to get a new president.
That's right. A qualified
That's right.
president.
Overqualified.
Get your pearls and your chips on. And we know the assignment.
Mhm.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yes, thank you.
So we got one more set of board members have immunity. So why settle so bad?
Exactly. Why settle it all? Give her that goose egg and let her a lawyer go without paying. He'll quit filing these frivolous lawsuits.
There you. That's a toast.
Yeah, like you
All
said, that's
right.
another toast.
Here's another toast. That's right.
That's right.
Fill it back up.
And then
The August primary is right around the corner. Register to vote or update your registration at mi.gov/vote.
Are you registered to vote? Check online at mi.gov/vote.